up there.
Yeah.
It is against the case that we have right now is the state against the suspect or whoever that is found wanting. But now they're telling us that the result has come inconclusive. They're telling us that the wife is the people in the house, they are innocent. That's what they're trying to let us know now. So who are we going to? Okay, this is going to be a state against who now? Who? Is it going to be still against a crime boy? That we know that crime boy was not there in the house. No. So if it is a state against who?
Now, this is it, Bossman. It's going to be, for me, and this is what's going to happen. There's no other place where they're going to push this, right? It's going to be the state versus the 15 people in the house. Now, ask me why. In the CTC that you just read it, I think in page 2 or something, I don't know. She was asked, where did Mo die? She said, in the house, under the oath. That is testimony number 1. To show that Mo died in the house. So the people in the house are responsible. They need to be questioned. Because she herself said, in the house. Then Abdurrah said, if anybody said he saw Mo after 12 o'clock on Monday, then that person is what? That person is lying. Now, remove that of Abdurrah, put it aside. Bring that of the CTC where she said he up in the house, bring it up. Then the other one of this particular actress that just came up now and said Mo died in the house. We have testimony of 2 people confirming that Mo off in the house. So it's the state versus the people in the house. No other place where they're going to push this story. It's going to be the states against or versus the people in the house. So no matter the anky-panky, the dribbling, or whatever it is that they want to do, the truth of the matter still remains. Nimi God welcoming. Mr. Bayo Obedience welcoming. It's still going to be the states versus everybody in the house. So that is what I am thinking.
Okay. So yeah, I agree. Okay, let's look. Okay, I agree with you there. So now, but still, we need some clarity.
Page 78. DJ Bami also confirmed. DJ Bami also confirmed.
78, right?
He died. Yeah, he died. That it was his lifeless body. Yeah, his lifeless body. He saw his lifeless body.
Bossman, you already referred to it, Jonathan, right?
Yes. I'm looking for that page. Thank you, Bayo, for leading me to that page. That's the page I've been looking for, where he said lifeless body.
Yeah.
We just be what? Oh, see, we are all what we are saying. We are not just saying with our own words. We are going by what they said at in the CTC that we have here. 75, sir.
78.
Good morning, ordinary senator.
Good morning. I'm sorry. I didn't say good morning to everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
I know we're doing this in order, but is it possible for me to quickly say something so that I can go down, please?
Supermom, you just have to hold on a little bit.
Supermom, am I being? I just found it now.
It's okay, Bossman. I was actually going to say something to what Bossman read earlier regarding the CTC, but it's okay.
Okay, wait. Hold on, Bossman, 1 minute. Now. You want to say something what you read?
Yes, the CTC.
Okay, now, maybe you can make your opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for having me, Senator Ish. And thank you for celebrating us as well. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. And God bless America. When Bossman was reading the CTC, when he got to the section of, mentioning the injections that was given to Mohbad, there was a particular one you guys were trying to remember, and I was typing it in the comment section, but I guess you didn't see. It's the ceftriaxone injection. Yes, that was given to him. But remember, the nurse said she only administered 3.
Okay.
So the other 3. So who are the people that administered those ones? Because according to the police, they said they found 6 syringes. That's correct, right? They said they found 6 syringes. And one of the other syringes, I mean, whatever they found there, they have the 1 vial of procaine penicillin, and that wasn't administered by the nurse. That's correct, right?
Yeah.
And 7 ampoules of IM diclofenac.
Yeah.
And then tincture iodine. So these are the things that the police messed up this case for us from the beginning. There's no doubt about that. Because had it been they have done what they're supposed to do, we won't be here. It's 10 months now. Very soon it's going to be 11 months. It shouldn't take this long to solve this case. It shouldn't. Because everything is all written on the wall. But did they do what they're supposed to do? No. Nothing was being done. They just went by what people that were in the house told them. And that was the reason why we saw that Prime Boy, Spending, and the nurse were all arrested. But what about the other 15 people that were in the house? And a few minutes ago, I don't know if it was Bossman or someone else that said, Spending. We all remember Spending said there were 2 people in the house before they got to the house. So who are those 2 people?
West and Satan.
Okay, how come they were not arrested too? What were they doing in the house? Senator H, if you remember very well, when they were leaving the house, they locked the key inside the house. Mohbad had to break the door down in order for them to go back and get the key. So how did these people got inside the house? Because if there are still people left in the house when they were leaving, Mohbad won't have to break the door down.
Yeah.
That's correct, right?
That's correct.
Is it possible that Wunmi intentionally left the key in the house so that when people come in and do whatever they need to do, they can lock the door back and then leave? But for some reason, Mohbad remembered, oh, where's the key? We don't have the key. And according to Baba Mohbad, he said when he went to the house on Tuesday when they called him, he came in through the back door. Is it possible that Wunmi left the back door open for people to come in?
Through the kitchen.
You know? I mean, I don't understand why we it's just so sad that we are the one that became the PI, the police, trying to solve this case. Whereas we have the authority in Nigeria that can actually solve this case for us. But they chose not to do it. I know Mohbad's case is not a closed case, but if it's possible for the police, let them treat it like it's closed, then let's reopen the case and let's start all over again. Because if they can do that, they'll be able to see everything they've missed so far. If they're actually going to do it. Thank you, Senator H, for giving me your platform.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Daddy.
Please let me say this before Bossman continue. I don't know if people will accept with me. And I want to tell you, if it is accepted, then we can come in that corner. I don't know if no one or little people knows about Nigerian police that if they actually want to work, they perform work excellently, excellently. And me, inside me, I believe that Nigeria police have done their work. They have the truth with them. I want us to start begging Nigerian police, please tell us the truth and nothing but the truth about Mohbad's death. Thank you. You look at it.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
Bossman. Before we continue, let's Adiola, before we continue, let's have Mommy God's love. Amigos Love, let's have you, ma. Amigos Love, are you there? Are you there, ma'am, Amigos Love? Okay, I think she's busy. Okay, Abiola, let's have you.
Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your streaming. So I came up because I was having a conversation with Adama in the comment section, and Bossman, your comment was saying I should come up. What's the problem? Because me and Adama were talking, so I don't know what you've read.
You
asked me to come up. Yeah, me and Adama were talking.
Are you from the other side?
We follow each other. How can you listen? Everyone's body is high here, right, on this case. But what people need to do, we need to take our time to read the comments before we jump at people. Do you understand? Me and Adama were making a joke, saying that I said I missed her water, and she said there's no one for her to fight with. And I said because they're there talking up their lives. Me and her are talking. We are having our own conversation. You've read part of it and thinking I'm part of the other side.
Okay, that's right.
I am not.
Okay, yeah, that's why I asked you to come up for us to clarify. I thought you were from the other team because I was reading comment section.
No, I understand. This is why we have to take our time to read.
Hold on.
Do you understand?
I've not, you know what? I am being respectful. I have not accused you of anything.
No, I know. I'm not saying you have. I'm just saying in order for other people to do this mistake. Do you understand?
This is what caught my attention. You say, you guys be deceiving yourself. That's what caught my
exactly, but you didn't read the full thing. Me and Adama had
hold on. So that's what caught my attention. So I thought, okay, probably you are from the other side. Okay, if you think we're deceiving ourselves, all right, maybe you should come up to clarify something. Now that you said you're following me or you're not from the other team, you've already cleared your hair. So I just said to come up here so that I can understand what you are talking about. And you've cleared yourself. We can move on.
That's fine. No, of course. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying that this is not just for you. This is for other people that like to read things halfway. We just need to be mindful. Obviously, I understand. Everybody's angry. Everybody's on edge. Do you understand? And I respect that.
I don't
let everybody take time. No, let everyone take time. Do you understand?
Bossman. She's innocent. She's a true justice fighter. She was trying to ask me because I said, who missed me? I'm back. And she said, it's me. And I was saying I'm trying to be innocent for Mototo. So she was trying to say that me and Toyin, we are deceiving ourselves. We will never change for Mototo. That was what she was trying to say.
I understand. I'm actually glad that she came up there to clarify something because that was the stuff I just read right now was what caught my attention. I said, you guys are just deceiving yourselves. So I was like, okay, maybe it's from the other side. So I said, okay, we can actually have a conversation. That's why I asked her to come up here, and I'm so glad that she came up and then she clarified, and then we move on. Okay, sorry, Madam Adetola, Adiola, right? I didn't say any disrespectful words against you and all that. So I'm glad that you came up. Can we move on now, okay? Because we have a lot to talk about. Okay, thanks for coming up again, Madam Adiola. So Bayo Bilon came up and threw the bombshell. This is the page that I've been looking for where Bami. See, we're not coming up with forming all these words by ourselves. The CTC is the banger. All right, we are using their words, and we are using their words and we're analyzing on what they said at the coroner inquest right now. So now, Bayo Bilon came up and gave me that page that I've been looking for all this while. He said, and I read from the page 78. They ask, I think the question. He said, you said before you arrived, they were already carrying him out. Who were those people and what condition did you meet him at the gate? At the gate? And the Jabami said, OG was there. West. You see, the Madam Supreme Mom, these are the people that you said they met in the house. OG.
I can hear you, Bossman.
Yes, those are the two people that you're talking about, okay? OG and West. Those are the two guys that we're talking about. And I guess one of them said that those two guys were the friend of Darosha. They said those two guys were friend of Darosha. That's what they said.
Yeah.
So, okay, now they asked that OG was there and some other boys that stay around. And question again, they asked, can you describe the condition you met him? And he answered, and Bami answered, they were carrying him. He was lifeless. Lifeless. That is the key word that we're looking for. So that means Mohbad wasn't breathing. He was already dead. Mohbad died in the house, and the one of the woman in the Nollywood that came out threw the banger that Mohbad already died in the house.
Yes, exactly.
This is the banger. So why are the people, and like I said, I don't know if those people are still here. We have some international people here because we are going to escalate this matter.
Even Iyabo said it too, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes, she did.
Yes. So we want to go back there again. See, this today is just to recap because they're trying to tag us as if we are anti-women. We're not anti-women. We are here. We are Team Mohbad, and we are here for the truth. We only asking question for those people in the house to answer our question. We are the members of the public. We want to know what by Mohbad. And since you guys were there, you should be able to tell us what happened to Mohbad. According to the story that all of you gave, we saw a lot of discrepancies here. The Bami just said Mohbad was transferred into the vehicle lifeless. The actress that came out a couple of days ago said Mohbad died in the house. They asked the wife of the deceased. At one point, she said Mohbad died in the house. And later, she retracted herself again and said Mohbad died in the car. And then next day again, she said Mohbad died at the hospital. Which one should we go for? All right. And then the younger brother of the deceased said that anyone that said he saw Mohbad on Monday is lying.
After 12. After 12.
Now, I want to also read from 97. There's something I found on 97, page 97. If you have the page, can you scroll to me to page 97? Bami also confirmed that he was the one that made the video in the car. Of the hand, and I'll read. He said, I made a video about it and sent it to the nurse that was coming to treat him. So it was the Bami that made the video of that hand that was swollen. That hand of Mohbad that was swollen, the Bami confirmed that he was the one that made that video. And he said, that means you only showed the video of his head? And he answered, he nodded his head up and down. And that was it. And page 95. What was in page 95? I just went to wake him up. The nurse is here and he stood up and he said, okay, now in page 95, they asked him, do you know, I'm reading from the last question from 94, said, do you know what could have led to that? Was it as a result of the first aid that was administered to him? And Bami, this is now page 95. He answered, I did not know. He did not say anything. I just went to wake him up that the nurse is here. And he stood up and went to his room. And the question, was he still bleeding? And Bami answered, he was not bleeding. That means he was not bleeding. Question, when you guys got to home on Monday, Prime Boy came to the house, am I right? Bami said no. Question, you were not aware that Prime Boy came to the house after the fight? And Bami answered, he did not come on Monday. So question, you were not aware that he came on Monday and was chased back? And Bami answered, he was in the house, he was in the house throughout. He didn't come. That Mohbad was in the house throughout, that Prime Boy did not come. That's what he meant. Yeah. And they answered, he was just in his room and I was asleep. And he said, who was in? Okay, he said, and they answered. Then the question him, if you are saying he was in his normal state on Monday, what were the activity that he participated in? Bami answered, he was just in the room. he was asleep. And the question again, who was in the room with him? Bami answered, his wife. And like another question, so his wife was with him all through Monday? Bami answered, yes. Question again, the wife was with him at the event, as you earlier stated, and his wife was also present during the fight with him and Prime Boy? And he said yes. So, okay, that is page 95. Now let's go to 86. I judged that. Let's see what is on page 86. So here in page 86, what I can find here is that it says that the court answered, what's the question? What the question is driving hard is that since the deceased sustained the injury and the time the nurse attended to him, what was the condition of his health? Was he feverish? Did he complain about anything? The Jabami answered, he just complained about the injury that Monday midnight because it was still dropping blood little by little. So I used cotton wool and spirit to clean it for him, that the nurse would come the next day. Then the court answered, before the nurse came, he, the doctor they are referring to the deceased, was very fine. And Bami said, yes, he was in his room. The court answered, no headache, nothing, just sleep. Bami said, yes, he was sleeping. And Mr. Olumuyiwa Ogusami answered, you told the court that OG and West were there? Who is OG? My super mom, this question is what you just asked. I'm reading from the Citizen now. They asked, who is OG?
Yeah, go ahead.
They asked, who is OG? Bami answered, that is the photographer, Idris Olanrewaju. And he questioned, and so Mr. Olumiwa Ogunisi said, who is West? And he answered, a friend of Mohbad. I said, a friend of Mohbad. He lived with us. Mohbad just brought him home one day. He usually goes to his house and come. And the question is, so West also follow you to the show? Does he follow you at times to show? And he answered, no, he didn't. It was the next day he came. That means West came on Monday, right? That was the saying. So now question, when Mohbad's wife shouted your name and you were downstairs, you said that there was water on the floor and you went downstairs to take them up. When she shouted your name and you ran upstairs to meet them, what was the condition of you met Mohbad? And Bami answered, he was on the floor vomiting. Question, did you ask any question? Did you ask the wife what happened? And Bami answered, I asked the nurse what happened and she said she just gave him injection and said he wanted to vomit. Question, did you bother to ask the deceased wife any question at this point?
Bossman.
Yeah.
Just a little bit rewind back to where he said it was in the room, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Okay. The question, the court. The magistrate asked Adam this question. So what the question is driving hard is that since the deceased sustained the injury and the time the nurse attended to him, what was the condition of his health? Was he feverish? Did he complain about anything? And Bami answered, he just complained about his hand. he just complained about the injury that Monday midnight because it was still dropping blood little by little. So I used cotton wool and spirit to clean it for him, that the nurse would come the next day. Then the court answered. Before the nurse came, the deceased, was very, very fine. And Bami said, yes, he was in his room. The court answered, no headache, nothing, just slept. Bami answered, yes, he was sleeping. Is that what you want to get to? You said Mohbad was just sleeping on Monday.
He was just sleeping inside his room.
Yes. Bio Billions, can you help me to find where Wumi said, this is when they were interviewing Wumi, what page is that? Where Wumi said on Monday, when Mohbad, when she was the first person that woke up in the room. And then when she
said she went downstairs to make food for the baby and she cooked rice and
Mohbad woke up at 1:30. He woke Mohbad up and he asked Mohbad that what Mohbad
took shower.
That Mohbad took shower and went downstairs
to play games, play with his friends.
Look for that page from me. I'm looking for that page so we can read it out that we are not forming this thing by ourselves.
Okay, I will. Let me just keep going. Let me quickly look for that.
Yes. So these are the things.
So Bossman, Wumi said all that. But remember, Ajura said anyone that claimed that they saw Mohbad after 12 noon, it's a lie.
Exactly.
So
now I'm going somewhere, but I will wait for Bio Billions to look for that page for me because I'm going to throw another banger on that part, on that page, because there's a lot of discrepancy in all these things that we're talking about.
Senator H, do you now see the reason why I said all these people need to be brought back again? They need to treat this case like it's a fresh case. It's like they need to start all over again. This is serious.
So there's a lot of this.
Yeah, Mr. Teams, Adora said that in the CTC that if anybody said they saw Mohbad after 12, that person is lying.
Now, another funny question. What did Adi West go and do there on Monday when he did not follow them to the show? He did not have business there. What did he go and do there on Monday? And he was with the same people. When the announced Mohbad is dead, they will
Thank you. I asked the same question too. Thank you. How did they even got into the house? How?
Now, Adama, please, Senator Ishtar, permit me to play a audio of one of the front runner of the wife of the deceased when she threw the banger that Mohbad died in her house. Let me play it.
The owner of that house that they let Mohbad live with his wife, he rented it, he did not buy it. It's a rented house. To find out if a camera was actually installed there, they said no. I asked Mohbad, they said no. I asked the police, they said no. Now, if a camera was installed there, let's even assume that a camera was installed there. The camera is outside now, not inside the living room, not in their bedroom, not in their staircase, outside. Oh, that died inside the house. So even if there was a camera outside, how did with the camera outside turn in 360 degree now, zoom into the house to see what happened in the house? Because if the camera fully focused on a camera that is placed outside to monitor the gates and people walking and driving, Mohbad did not die outside in the compound, he died inside the house.
Another statement.
Let's assume that the camera was there, which was not there. How would that happen? How would that be?
Did you hear? Bossman, did you hear?
Yeah.
You saw, I referred to that place the other time, right?
Yeah, let me play that part again.
She was stammering.
Was there, which was not there.
somebody noticed something to him.
How would the camera have seen it?
So now, Brian Billion, we're still waiting for you. Just keep searching. So that's what we need to see.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still looking. Yeah, sorry.
All right. So now, for clarity's sake, according to what this woman just said here, let us ask that there was no camera, that the camera was outside the compound. They provide us the camera, CCTV camera that was outside the compound. Because if truly there was CCTV camera outside the compound, this CCTV camera will pick that night or that early morning or Sunday evening or Sunday night stroke Monday morning when Mohbad arrived the house, the premises. And if there was a CCTV camera outside the house, the CCTV camera will also show when they were transferring Mohbad, they were rushing Mohbad into the vehicle. It will give us the time and dates when Mohbad was rushed into the vehicle. It will tell us those people, as we're walking in, as the lawyer and the Alaafah were walking into the compound. It will show us when Baba Mohbad came in at 10:30 that he came. It will show us the truth and clarity of all the stories, so we won't be wasting our time on social media to look for the truth. Give us that camera that you claim that is only the outside, that you only have it outside. Now, but to let you know that we believe there's another CCTV camera inside that house is because when I'm referring to the person I just spoke, that the woman that in question now, the superstar. When you and the other actress and the sex toy maker, make us visit to Mohbad's house. We have pictures, we have footage of you in that house, and we saw camera. Living room that you guys were sitting. Now, are you not going to tell us that the camera in there were dummy cameras? We saw camera in there. We have videos of it. Nemoli, I know that you have a footage of that camera in there, right? You have a footage of that when the sex toy senator went into their room to pay to the house to pay cost of visit to them. All right. Someone sent me a video. I don't know if I can play that video. I'm trying to download. It's still downloading ever since. It's like 24 seconds. I don't know. Let me see what the person's saying to me. My network is not playing. I don't know. Okay, somebody said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Nurse Feyishara Ogedengbe, the auxiliary nurse who injected Mohbad with triggered chain of reaction that led to his death. Allegedly, she is the... Okay, let me read out this person. I was saying something just now. Whoa. So it says that, ladies, it's a picture of a lady called, they said is a nurse. And it said, it's on the Troll Kingdom 247. If you go to Troll Kingdom 247, you will find this picture there. And on the comment section, they said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Nurse Feyishara Ogedengbe, the auxiliary nurse who injected Mohbad, which triggered chains of reactions that led to this death. Allegedly, she isn't in any custody as claimed by the magistrate in the last coroner inquest. They probably aren't aware. Yes, that is true. I said something like that the magistrate was not even aware, because the Nurse Feyishara always go to station, Panty, to sign every Tuesday with Prime Boy and others. So those of you that are saying that the nurse is there, yeah?
Marissa Lady is calling your attention to something. He said that page belongs to the Black Widow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's one of their tools that they use.
Oh, really? Whoever sent me this, I hope you can hear that now. But let us just pick one or two things that these people write here. Let us pick them. True. The nurse he has been released since January or February, the same time that they release spending. All right. And the nurse I've known about 3 people that have seen the nurse when she went to go and sign. Okay, I don't want to mention the names. Apart from Prime Boy, I've seen 2 different people that have seen the nurse. Okay, so the nurse is real. It's not a audio nurse. Okay, the nurse is real. The nurse has been released since the time they released spending, and she has been going to Panty every Tuesday to sign, like others, like Prime Boy, like Spending, and others. So yeah, they said maybe they are not aware or could have access a phone to a phone where in custody to post on her story yesterday. How could she have access her phone to have post on her story yesterday? If you want to assume this video is an old video, she allegedly stays in Lekki and has a sex toy business aside being an auxiliary nurse. Do you know that this nurse Feyishara, when they were in detention, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again because of what I just read right now. This nurse was still advertising a sex toy in the station while he was in prison. She was so happy.
Bossman, please.
Yes.
Is it possible for us to see the face?
You want to see the face? Okay. Let me play. Can you put me on the big screen, sir? Still loading. Can I stay on the big screen so for people to see? I don't know why it's still loading.
Why are you doing that? My God. Sorry. Hey, Supreme Lady is out.
Well, that's what we're going to discuss because to me, according to my title, I think everything is just a showbiz. It's just it's a business. I didn't see any seriousness, and I don't think anything positive is going to come out of the Berekete business today. In fact, it was a complete wasted 6 hours. Completely wasted. So to me, you can have a different opinion. Mr. Akin, did you see the show?
So it was just a brief something that I just got a brief about it, but I didn't really also listen to much of it because I was also busy. But one good thing about everyone, like you said, everyone is entitled to opinion from the angle you were saying it, and from the angle I also kind of says it. To really, what Berekete, I met Isa, the Berekete family. I've known them for past 8 to 9 years when I was in Abuja, and he has been a very, 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 very is a threat on the government's neck.
Guys, please help
That's
me to
one
click
thing
the
they
like
don't know about
button.
Ahmed.
Click the like button. Those
They
of you who have
don't know
already
him
clicked,
too
God
well.
bless you for me.
And once he might just be taking it slow and said, well, what he's doing is he has gathered his information.
You think so? Because he acted as if he's clueless to me. Clueless.
Yes. That is
that is his business.
I believe
now detective have been a court of law.
Remember,
businessman now.
There was this case of this guy in government that has to do with I want to remember. Later they brought the guy into Jonathan's government. It was a money that worth billions and billions of naira being wasted on something. It was Ahmed Issa that threw light into that thing. That thing was almost breaking Nigeria up. It was.
Are you sure?
Issa,
because my head disappoints me lately. I was so disappointed. Are you sure he has not changed?
No, Ladiris, hold on. You are talking of the House of Rep member, Baturi, that worked on...
Baturi.
Thank you. Yeah, Baturi from Niger State or something.
It was a test issue. You see, when it comes to it is...
I mean, was it the same way? Was it in the land?
Yes.
Was it everybody?
No, Ladiris, we don't see. This is his style. That is his style. That is what he does. That is his trademark. Listen to me. Even a sitting president fears Berekete. Do you know why? Berekete have the ears of the public. It can swindle public against government.
You think so?
He has that capacity to swindle people against. Yes, he has it. He's a very fearful person in FCT. Don't just try to take a case to Berekete. Everybody will be running everywhere because the guy know the fear. It will cause problem in FCT. Even everybody now, and that's why the police, they always send a representative to Berekete. So before any matter will get escalated, they will quickly kill it over there.
Yes. Is it the same Berekete? Are you talking about the Berekete? Baba is sweet right this moment.
It is the same Berekete. Don't worry. By the time he's going to come out with his A game on this matter, you president will run.
No, no, you people are not explaining it rightly. No, not that every city president or every city government fears Berekete. No, because Berekete is in FCT, and the government will easily hear from him. There are a lot of things that is going on the ground. Those top officials that are in government would not even know what is going on, what is happening. There's Berekete will give it a voice, a volume, and it will be able to get to maybe to the president or House of Senate or to whoever is in charge. That is the difference. Not that a sitting president is afraid of Berekete. If Tinubu has been one close Berekete today, go closer. Nothing will happen. That's one of the same matter. Raise people now to suffer today now because of how people will just raise somebody above the government. When somebody is now above the government, then the country is finished. The country is in chaos.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why do you want to do what? Why tell us today I'm going to call Wumi and they call Wumi?
That is his style. He may not call Wumi for the next 1 week.
He will not come with me. Then why is he using me to cash cruise? A homie.
He may not call. Hold on. He may not. And two, before he will try to call, he will work with his lawyers.
I want to send the clear. Send the code. Yes, me. Go ahead. Sorry.
He's going to work with his lawyers. He's going to ask questions. He's going to do some things. Okay, before he finally make that. In fact, he may call me privately first and say, "Okay, I'm going to put you on call tomorrow." Do you understand? So he has his style of doing his thing. Do you understand? So it's not a court of law. It's a entertainment stroke activism. So he tried to balance the two in his shows. Do you understand? He tried to balance the two in his shows.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah, send it to me. 52.
So that's the way.
No, before you need to send this. What's up, 76 62, not 52. What's the log out? Oh, my resign here. What's the log out? Oh yeah, resend. Oh yeah, send it for me. My send this. What's up? Just call. Give it to me. So the other one is locked. The body guard is locked.
So that is the way he operates his things. Yeah, if he says he's going to call, he's going to call. Do you understand? Maybe today, maybe he's trying to do some things underground to get our attention and blah, blah, blah. So, let me give you a story. One day, somebody brought a matter. He now lambasted vice president. He now lambasted vice president. The vice president, if you don't show up here tomorrow, this and this and the vice president has to call and say, okay, but I've heard you. I am coming. And the vice president came and they have a chat and he left. So it's just a comic entertainment activist. That's the way I can put him. He's a comical entertainer. He's an activist. So it's just like that. It's just like that. So if he says he's going to call, he's going to call.
No, my phone 50 seconds. To me, Sha, I don't see any fantastic stuff from Dan, from what he did today. 6 to 7, 5 and what?
Madam Supreme, Sherry, the experts. Hello?
Mongo, sir. I can hear you, sir.
They expect much. They expect much from him. He does his thing slow and steady. He has formidable teams. Sons.
And he said so. I don't see anything.
Yes, see, Sherry, we are expecting a fire brigade approach to this through him. Don't expect that. Because if he approach fire brigade approach, he might even
okay, let me sorry guys. Mr. Kunle, please wait. I was trying to unlock my other Botija accounts. Now let me say something to you. And I want this, please everybody, I want us to be extremely objective. Don't let us base on like or anything like that. Okay, this is the thing. Let us look at it this way. About January ending early February, we went to Berekete. Berekete said one. I know it was being sarcastic, even though I also use it sarcastically. I'm a billionaire. We're going to call GSS, Agbakote, or whatever that guy's name he calls. Thank you, Bolibi. Tell them to tap. God bless you. All of those things Berekete said. Then he called someone, then he said, okay, we are going to wait 10 weeks. While we were waiting 10 weeks, I'm giving you a baseline information. While we were waiting 10 weeks, he came to Ikorodu, or he went to Ikorodu. When he got back to the studio, he said Mohbad's body was decaying. Okay, fine. We all know that. I mean, one exhume and stuff like that. Then I said we should wait 10 weeks. After we waited 10 weeks, we were like, okay, 10 weeks has come and gone. He gave us extra 2 more weeks. 2 weeks come and gone. This is the same Berekete you said he has a game more. Because I've not seen F9 look back. Not on me. So now he said he's coming back. He talked about that. We got the toxicology about 14, 15 weeks later. Berekete does not have a CTC copy right now. Berekete did not send any reps to the inquest. Now, toxicology, everybody is giving him the accolades that he was the one that's propelled them to finally send it. We give it to him. We clap for him. Thank you, sir. But now, Baba is there as Berekete again. I don't see any no swiftness. It's like we are just doing comedy. Oh, no. People are saying it's tribalism.
The can I say something? I'm going to say something here.
It's becoming to me when you say something that tomorrow I'm going to be calling Wumi tomorrow. Okay, to me it's becoming unreliable. To me, maybe for you guys that know him.
Ladies, let me stress this, and I think the public needs to understand this.
Who is saying always complaining? I hope you are not talking to me, because you have to come here with your brain. Go ahead, sir.
Are you listening?
Yes, I am, sir. I am.
I have known Berekete. I've known Berekete for 14 years. 14 good years here in the city.
Okay.
All right? So I can speak about what he does, how he does his things.
Okay.
Now, I want everybody to understand this, that Berekete is a radio program. It's a radio program standing in the gap for those people that cannot afford official litigation. People that are downtrodden, that cannot afford legal issues, that are going through so many things within the confines of their homes that needs an intervention.
Okay.
That is what Berekete stands for. Berekete is not a law court. Berekete is just what do you call it? ADR, alternate dispute resolution mechanism. That is what Berekete stands for. Berekete cannot go into legal issues. Berekete cannot interfere into legal issues.
Thank you. Thank you. Hold it right there, please. That is what I did.
Let me
Okay.
Don't let me lose my thoughts, please.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So Berekete is an ordinary citizen like you and me.
Okay,
Berekete does not have the power to adjudicate in issues. It does not have that power.
Thank you.
But when there are issues within family, within community, and you people cannot afford to go to court, you cannot afford that cost, you can go to Berekete. Berekete will mediate.
Berekete is a glorified Boromiro.
It's Boromiro, exactly. Boromiro.
Berekete is glorified Boromiro. Incumbent.
That is it. Listen, that is what it is. Okay. So Berekete.
Why are we wasting our freaking time with Boromiro at this junction?
If you keep interrupting me, I'm going to stop.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Let's don't interrupt. When I finish, we can then pick it one by one, okay? Now, Berekete does not have a legal backing to summon anybody. If you call me and you summon me, if I want to answer you, I answer. If I don't want to answer you, go to hell. Who are you? Okay? So, Berekete is, like you said, is a glorified Boromiro. It's a glorified Bejomida. So if me and you are fighting, and I don't have the power to take you to court. I can take you to Berekete. Berekete can shout your name. And you don't want to tarnish your name. You want to say to me amicably. So Berekete is ADR mechanism, alternate dispute resolution mechanism. That's what Berekete is.
So that's what we need.
For example,
is that what we need?
Hold on. Now, what we need in Berekete is to use his influence to call on powers that be to say, my people, look at what he did to Commissioner. Because he has contact of all of these people and they know that he's a public person. If you call anybody, they want to attend to him officially. So that is the power that he has to influence. We are talking about this matter is in court. Berekete will be very, 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 very careful to meddle in the affairs that is before my Lord Justice. He will be very careful. Okay? He will be very careful. He will not want to pass judgment because he knows that will be just sub judice and he can go to hell for it. He can be sued for it. He's a lawyer. He just finished from Base University where he got his law degree last year. He just finished last year. So he understands. And that's why he's going to be making entertainment of it, calling people, okay, my son, can you help me look into this? My son, can you help me advise me on this? So that's what he will be doing. Now, if there are issues, let me give an example. Baba Mohbad make mention of Arifas, whatever. What did he do? He called his lawyer friend. Can you help me to look into this matter? Okay? That is what he can do. He can call influential people to look into a matter. Okay, a police officer was dismissed That police officer does not have money to go to court. He came to Berekete. Berekete called the IGP. IGP, they dismissed this person, they dismissed that. Oh, we'll look into it, Berekete, don't worry. And they look into the matter. And they gave that guy his entitlement. So Berekete cannot go to court. Berekete is not court. Berekete is Boromiro, like you said. So he can only influence.
Is the word influence or advocate and give it volume?
Yes, influence and advocacy, yes. And give it, yes.
When you say influence, yes, that means he can
no. He can influence a quick decision.
You mean expedite it?
Expedited this, yes. He can influence to expedite an action. Yes, he can do that. He can call the shots and say, okay, my person has the right person to get right justice. To get to the right attention of the right person who is going to take a decision. That is the highest Berekete they can do. Okay? Now, that the only thing he can also do, can influence it negatively. He can also right support justice at the right time. Okay. Baba Mohbad said he wants to do autopsy. He said, I will pay for it. That is, he can do that.
That wasn't what he said initially.
He said, I will pay for it.
Let me tell you what he said, because when you lied to me once, you've lied to me one time too many. On Tuesday, he said, I wrote it down, hold on, so I can say it right. On Tuesday, he said the head of the scientific, the head of the science clinic, the head of the science clinic is right here in the studio. He's going to tell us the best pathologists in the country, and that is who we will use. And everybody say,
hold on. Listen, I understand.
Story.
Hold on. Every organizational body. Every organizational body in FCT, they go to Berekete for publicity and adverts. They go to Berekete. He gives them that platform to publicize your activities or whatever it is. So when that body was there, the body is the head of MLS, Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria. They went there for their own publicity issue to recruit members to publicize their activities. Berekete gives such bodies free media advantage.
It's not really, it's a win-win situation. It is a win-win. He too is gaining from it.
He doesn't really charge.
Baba Mohbad of course, it's not going. Actually, more viewers said before Baba Mohbad went in February, it is a win-win situation. Don't let us see it as free. That is doing us a favor. He is also gaining from it. It's a win-win situation.
I am talking about the MLS. The MLS that was there.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
He doesn't really charge them, any governmental organization, it doesn't really charge you to come to his platform to come and advertise your services. He doesn't really charge them. But because he doesn't charge people, he has access to a lot of big guys that he can easily call and say, guy, see what is happening in my studio. What can you do? So you have that platform. Okay? But what I can tell you on this case is that Mohbad case is before the court. Is before the court.
Are you sure? Are you going to call the Boliroli? Can you please come up? I have my learned colleague right here. I think she said she's busy because I think we still can discuss this case without preempting the court because it is not officially in court yet.
It is before a judicial inquiry.
Okay, yeah, that is true.
When you say a judicial inquiry, it is you are giving it a connotation of a court. It may not.
Yes, can you share this with aristocrats, please? Well, thank you.
So at this level, the highest Berekete can do is to support Baba in whatever Baba wants to do. He has to wait for the decision of this inquest.
point to you is, after all you have said and the way you have enlightened us, what exactly, apart from giving it volume, okay, bringing it up to people, what exactly are we expecting? Because I was disappointed, highly disappointed today, because I thought, okay, Wumi, you will be a good girl, you will pick up and be professional, you know, say your truth.
Wumi may answer him or Wumi may not answer him. Wumi does not have any.
That is her right. I understand that fact.
Exactly.
That is her right.
They cannot do anything.
You cannot do shit. You cannot do shit.
Exactly.
Anyway, hold on, sir. Mr. Aki, hold on. Good morning. Leila is one of my fellow learned colleagues. Can you please unmute? And I know you are very busy, and thank you for coming and honoring my invitation. Can you please throw some light into this? What exactly, apart from giving us donation, maybe 2 million, 5 million maximum, I don't think he can give us more than 5 million. What else can he do? I've heard the word influence. I will not use influence. I will use advocate and expedite. But go ahead, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Lady Aries and everybody on the panelist and everybody in the comment section. I have been in and out of this discussion, but I know that basically you're talking about the case which is currently with Dr. Ahmed Issa, Brekete family, whatever. I mean, Brekete family. To the best of my knowledge, I know that Dr. Ahmed is a lawyer now, and he's, I think he's a fellow already with this, how do I call this? What he does basically.
Institute of Arbitration.
Yeah, thank you so much. He's an arbitrator, a mediator, and all that. He's a fellow there already. So he there already. So he there already. So he combines all this knowledge into what he does in his radio station. What he's trying to do from the beginning, he said, which is the same thing that the likes of Oriyomi and Zach does. Once someone goes there with probably someone that has a problem against another person, he calls the other party so that it won't seem like he has taken sides with someone. He wants you to come and have a say. That is all what he's trying to do with Wumi. He's not going to force anybody.
Yes.
Like even before Mohbad went there. Before Mohbad went there, he was already talking about this case. Yes, he didn't try to reach out to Baba Mohbad in any way. He was waiting. Probably maybe this matter will come to me officially. You understand? So Baba Mohbad went to Oriyomi and Zach first to do the same thing he did with the Timothy's case, which is the same thing that Dr. Ahmad does. Dr. Ahmad, I know, has been doing this for over 15 years now, as far as I know. In Abuja, from one radio station to the other, before he formed his own. So anybody who is saying that is he caught, is this is it, that is not how to go about, because this man knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing as a mediator. He knows what he's doing now as a lawyer.
Ma'am, my learned colleague, I have a contrary opinion from what I saw today. I think number one, I think is clueless, number one. Then number two, to be honest with you, I think the way he was, when your body language, when you have somebody talking, hey, yeah, that happened, all those gestures, to me, I might be wrong. To me, I think if I were to be Wumi and I'm watching, I think he already took sides. Because if you want to be objective, you don't give an opinion. Go ahead, Mama.
See, we are different individuals in the way we react to things, the way we, even in manner of seeing things, we don't see things the same way. Our perception of things are not the same. The way you conduct, your platform is not acceptable to some other people, but this is your own space. And you can do whatever you like on your space. You can conduct, you can bring whoever you want up as a discussant on your space. So his gestures, his personality, his whatever, that is all.
Sure, but the way he
conducts, that's where you conduct
he responds to Baba Mohbad's story
is the same way. That is the same way he would respond to Wunmi if Wunmi should come up and say, "Oh, yeah, this one, that one, that one."
Let me ask you a question, Leila, my learned colleague. Thank you. I appreciate your time and thank you very much, everybody. Mr. Akim, Mr. Ashiwaju, my honorable chair. Let me ask you a question. Where is Mr. Barrister Shitu SAN in all of this comedy? Is he aware? If we are saying that Berekete is an arbitrator, he's trying to meet the family, where and why Barrister Shitu, where is his space? Is he aware that they have gone to Boromideleru?
No, Lady Aries, you need to know one thing. You need to understand something. This matter, Baba Mohbad had gone to Berekete even before Barrister Shitu came into the scene. What Mr. Robert is trying to do is the same thing. The family, as at the time this Timothy's case was on, Barrister Falana, SAN, was already in the matter. Yet Oriyomi Amzat was giving back-to-back reports on events as it was happening, as it was unraveling. So please don't let us, whatever Berekete is doing it on on another level, totally different from what they are doing in court.
Yeah, we should have kind of had emotion to it. Because of
there's no emotion. I'm just asking for clarification. Are we speaking with Berekete or are we conjoining together?
Don't let us put things together. What Berekete is doing is on another level, totally different from what is happening in court. If you get what I mean. And what they are doing in court right now, they are still fact-finding. Had it been that this fact-finding court had done what they're supposed to do, sit every day, like 2-3 times a week, by now they would have wrapped up. Instead of postponing, instead of adjourning 6 weeks, sometimes 2 months. You understand? We would have wrapped up this investigative whatever to the main court. Whatever. It's totally different from what they are doing in court. Let us get this right. Please, okay, don't let us mix it together.
Okay, let me ask another question for clarification. I'm taking notes. I'm writing down. Let me ask another question for clarification. If Wunmi picks up and Wunmi speak and they are able to do Boromiro, and Mr. Ordinary President Ahmed Issa is able to mediate, does the court case end?
No. What you say, like everybody is saying, if the family can come together and fight a united front, it would be nice. All this is because there is a faction of Baba. Like now, there are 2 different teams now, as we know, on social media. And this guy, he keeps saying, I don't flow with social media, whatever is happening, and which is true. Whatever we are doing here on social media, it's just for content, We are not going to judge whatever here. The man has a legal team who are well versed in criminal justice of Nigeria. So they are telling him what to do and what not to do. So we are not here to judge, this is the way it's not going to go. No. So for all intent and purpose, what he's trying to do, for him not to seem like he's supporting Baba Mohbad against his daughter-in-law, that is why I believe so. That's why he's trying to say, okay, you're saying something, you guys are supposed to be together. You, the father-in-law, your daughter-in-law, your ex-wife, who is the mother-in-law, all of you are supposed to come together. Since you are saying you are seeking for justice, Wunmi is supposed to be seeking for justice equally, the same way Mama Mohbad is supposed to be trying to look for what killed Mohbad. What Baba is trying to get is... So now the 3 of them are not... What he's trying to do, that I believe, as a mediator, that he is trying to be, is to see how we can mend, between them, so that they can come with a united front.
But don't you think? I'm sorry to cut you. You're going to you are saying something that is not feasible. If I and Baba Mohbad side, we strongly believe Wunmi by the boy. Okay, how then are we want them to come together? I mean, in this case, to me, please, let me land, please. To me, if the case is just all about DNA, I think, yes, it makes sense to me trying to mediate or have this arbitration or whatever, and they sit down and talk. But this is not just the DNA case. This is I want Ale Wunmi lo pa ọmọ mi. If Ale Wunmi lo pa ọmọ mi, and we all on this side strongly believe Wunmi lo pa ọmọ yẹn, when is Ahmed trying to mediate? He doesn't mediate. I don't get it. I'm confused. Somebody, please, the man can understand. I'm not clear. If it was just, if this case was just about the DNA case, then okay, somebody about register. Okay, I quickly, because I want to go.
Now this matter,
Mr. Shiwaju, please let the law finish up so you can drop.
Because I'm sorry, Mr. Shiwaju, because I want to leave now.
Yeah, I keep coming in and out, but she wants to submit and leave.
I actually thought, there was something you wanted to have insight into legal issues. That's why
this is it now.
Because honestly, like I said earlier, the man, with the information Baba Mohbad took to him, you understand? And as someone, African, who feels, okay, whatever it is, let us see, let's start by with your own side. I just said it now. He's trying to mediate to the extent of not being seen like someone who has taken sides. You understand? Yeah, in any way, Baba Mohbad needs support to find justice for his son, to find the case of his son, and bring the book. The man is ready to support him to the, as in all levels. But the Wunmi matter that came out of the Baba's narration when he was about the event that unfold. And of course, it's natural for someone who is a mediator, who is an arbitrator, to want to say, why this discord? Why this disagreement between you and your daughter-in-law? So that's what he's trying to do. Okay, let me get our own side of the story. It's not like you will now say, okay, so you guys must come back together and do no. There are two things this Aloba is asking for that I know that all of us have been hearing. One, he wants to know how his son died, with the belief that the spouse or the partner was with him throughout and has not been able to give the man accurate information as to what led to his death. You understand? So he wants to know what killed his son, because there are several different stories, from ear infection to they stabbed him to nurse gave him injection. So the man needs to know for him to what's the word now? I'm sorry. To know
exactly what took place.
What took place? That's the one. Then the second thing, as the head of the family, there have been various accusations here and there about Wunmi and his supposed grandson. I don't think that is too much. That's, if you ask me, I don't think that is too much to ask. So these two things were what the man wants. So the angle of things is totally, like I said, is totally different from what is happening in court. Now, the just wants to assist Papa. The court has granted him he asked for permission to conduct private autopsy and toxicology on the son's corpse, which the court has graciously and he needed funds, and Brekete is willing, right, and ready to fund it for him. So that is another aspect entirely. But this aspect of trying to mediate between family, I think, anybody can do that. The same thing Oriyomi Amzat would have done had it been the Timothy family, this like same way Mohbad's family are. But fortunately for those ones, the mother, the wife, everybody, and the father were on the same page because the boy did not die at home. Yes, you understand? I mean, he was missing. The wife knew where he was. Our husband told her.
Let me ask you this question before you go. We have been given till end of July to perform our autopsy and toxicology, or maybe autopsy. I don't think they can. And I know, yes, they do not have to wait for the results before they go back to the inquest. Now, my question to you now is, what if we are unable to accomplish this? Remember, Wunmi says she wants her husband buried by September, by the first anniversary. So what is going to happen? Because one, I see this as a delay, as I don't see it as being. Go ahead, ma'am.
Lady Aries, I think we discussed this the last time I was on your platform.
We touched on it briefly.
Wunmi made a request to the courts, and the court has told her how it's going to go. Yeah, whatever nature of her marriage she had with the deceased, what is important at the moment is that Baba Mohbad is the head of that family. He is the father of the deceased, and he's saying that he is not ready to bury his son. As of now, he's not ready. And even by the next date, if the autopsy and toxicology they are conducting, the results is not out. And even when the result is out, whenever Baba Mohbad says, I'm still not ready for so and so reason, he's not ready to bury his son. That is it. Nobody. Okay. I think they've told Wunmi a bit of this. They were being nice to her in court. A few times I've said this on your platform. The nature of marriage she had with Mohbad does not give her not even autonomy. It does not give her all the rights and the powers she's abrogating to herself. Or the people who are deceiving her are telling her she has. The nature of marriage she has with Mohbad does not give her such powers. You understand? So if Baba Mohbad says, I am not ready to bury this boy till the next 5 years, he's not ready.
Okay.
Wunmi cannot impose. She has to toe the line. She has to stand behind the man. The man will give her program of events. You understand? Seriously. Okay. That this is, the man is the one that will give her program of events when it is time to bury Mohbad. She's not going to be the one to say, I want to bury my husband. She doesn't. She's the Yawo Agbole. So whoever is lying to her, they should please stop this thing.
Let me buttress this just to remind you what the court said, that since she's under customary court, that was what the judge says. That since she's under
she married under customs. She married under the customary law.
Customary
so
marriage.
Everything that is guiding that marriage is going to be judged by the customary law of Baba Mohbad's state, Ekiti State. You understand me? Baba Mohbad is in Yoruba land, and the Constitution of Nigeria recognizes. It gives a lot of this into our customary law provision. So please, this thing I told you, there are some things you should not give so much attention to. You understand, please? This is the issue of they will bury, they will not bury. Please let us. When Baba Mohbad is ready to bury his son, is when if she wants to move on. If it's the moving on that is the problem, she can move on. Nobody is. I'm sure the man is not holding her not to move on.
Let me ask you one question before you go. One quick question. It's out of Berekete's question now. If Wunmi is refusing to do the DNA, okay, please let me land on this question. I'm writing it. If Wunmi is refusing to do the DNA, and she insisted the boy Liam is Mohbad's son, right? Can't Baba Mohbad now file for joint custody?
Well, Baba, like I said, Baba Mohbad is the Olori Ebi of that. He's the one that will decide. Now, let me say something. If Wunmi, the court would sit maybe next week or so on this DNA, no DNA stuff. If the court decides that Wunmi should submit the boy for DNA test, she would not dare say she won't do it. At best, probably she will appeal to a higher court. You understand? And I always tell you, any matter that is in court, I don't like to say this is the way it will go or this is the way it will not go. So let's wait on that. But in the case or in the event that matter now moves from the current court to a higher court to another higher court till it gets to the Supreme Court, and the woman will not have any. I mean, she won't have any other choice. She would have to submit the boy for DNA. So don't let us say if she decides she doesn't want, she would submit the boy for DNA. Whether she likes it at that level, it will be whether she likes it or not. So I'm saying in the event that the DNA is now conducted, and the boy turns out to be Mohbad's son, then Baba Mohbad now has a right as Baba Omoye to apply for whatever in court. You understand? If he wants if he wants whatever of the boy.
Let's say that like what Falana said that Wunmi will never do DNA. I'm saying in the
no, please don't join them. Did you hear him say that? Please don't say Falana said. I'm begging you.
I thought they said it in the
yes. So I'm sure Mr. Falana SAN would not say that. I'm sure he won't say that. You understand? Please, so don't let us say he said no. I just explained it now. The option that is available, that is open to me and our counsel, is to go on appeal. If the court, or if this court, the current court, the matter is in currently, by the time the court sits next week, if the court decide, okay, go for DNA, and she says, she's not willing to. The option that is open to her is to go on appeal to a higher court. So she's allowed to do that. She till she gets to the apex court, which is the Supreme Court of Nigeria. So not above that. So if by the time she gets there, maybe by then the boy will be 18 or so. I wouldn't know. So by the time they get to that level, if the court now says you must conduct DNA on this boy, then you don't have any other choice than to do that.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Please stay in the comment section. If we need you, you can always come up and rescue me. Thank you very much. Chairman and Mr. Akin, you guys have left. Miss Liz Diamond, and you, what is your contributed? I think I got that right. What is your contributed? Lizzie. Anyway, I thank you. Where's chairman now? I'm going to chairman first. So. Lizzie and Johnny. No, Lizzie and Johnny. Lizzie Diamond.
Sorry, I'm on phone. That's why.
Oh, okay. So what do you think?
Sorry, Mom, I'm already phone.
So you didn't hear the conversation?
What
is your take on what is your take on?
I have to be very come back. The bad went back there. If I have to be honest, I've not watched it. I only listened to it maybe 2-3 minutes on Papariano and other people cutting it, and putting on their platform. I have not fully listened to it. And maybe my take on the whole movement. is that I just want to sit down and watch. And you see, some people are like, we can predict, but our prediction is based on the situation, how it's going. Then we look at the circumstances. I think the moves, as in right now, if I'm to be honest, without batching or castigating anybody, I only noticed that their presentation changed. Probably they did better in their presentation, like their narration. Like Grexy, when he was saying, I heard him say, oh, that being Monday, it seems like I've not watched it. I noticed that they did better in presenting or using their words when they are in, ever since they came back from Arise. So that is the only observation of, okay, they did well. But every other moves, I think I've not seen anything. I've not seen them do anything. So I still, I see that's why I'm not wasting my time.
Chairman, Mr. and Law, that were just here, those three people on the panel, they said they know it very well. He can move mountains. You don't see that.
You can't disagree with them, because it's our opinion does not mean we are right. You understand? Just like I was saying now, it's my opinion. I do not see, does not mean maybe anything good cannot come out of it. You understand what I'm saying? That agree with you. Nothing, I don't agree with you. Just like, this addicted is saying you're wrong 3. I'm not saying you are wrong. We should learn to understand that I might not be right, but that does not make me a person. Mm-hmm. So the other thing is, am I forcing you to accept my opinion? No. Let's wait and see. There is no.
What do you think? I really want some people to come up on the panel so we can have a stronger and a roundtable.
You can ask me a question.
We ask you questions.
Was a fight in the house. If today,
I remember the girl was
the police, understand what they're talking about. So for those living that Mohbad did not make it at home, because he made it home fine. There was a fact in that.
Thanks for being here with me. Now when I come here, Bossman.
Also, there's something that is not. Also, this injection
help me click the like button now.
That the police cover.
Sorry, don't turn a yellow.
I don't provide you. That is it.
I know that. Yes, I know that. In the wife's testimony, she said that. The wife's testimony, she said.
Wait. Because the last time I checked, police did not go to Mass house.
It was on the 18th that they went to the house.
No.
Yeah, it was on the. It was on the.
Wait. Okay. All those things, were being kept. Used were being kept. Civic on people will be walking in, walking out, everywhere will be scattered. People will be cleaning money, whatever. And those things were still living because if they use plaster, when they come, we need to provide it. Okay.
I said that's what I said. That's what I said. Even in our own testimony, when they say where is the clothes that is soaked with blood, I want to say that his mother-in-law used the bed sheet to sleep in the house after Mohbad was buried. He said it is either my mother-in-law or my husband's brother used the bed sheet to sleep after in the house. So, and that house is 4-bedroom. I have a studio. So how come syringe that was used, glove that was used was still in a room with almost 15, 20 people?
Or they choose to provide what police, they choose to provide what they want to provide.
What police? What want to give to police?
Yes.
They give what police want to say.
And nurse use 6 gloves for hand when they say
Police met everything intact.
for hand we not the 6 gloves.
And people were living in the house. People were sleeping in the house for the period of the time that to the period the police went to search the house. People were still sleeping.
Any investigation. Everything was scripted. That was what they wanted to put outside. What they went to the public because the way they were seeing the intention of the process and all, so they try to build up and to follow the script so that everything goes smooth.
Some pages to be convinced that there is no way that we will not have a criminal charge in all of this. If you go to page 188, lawyers established that we does not have control of a house. Looking at surroundings of things, looking at the things that happened during when the husband needed her most, she was busy going back and forth to cook. At page 206, 206, two lawyers established that even when your husband was being attended to, thank you so much, Gifter, thank you so much, God bless you. So even when your husband, the lawyer said, left your husband with the not know while you were cooking. She said yes. So another lawyer said in 215, another lawyer now went back to the question, the same question that what are you doing when a nurse is attending to your husband? She now said, I am cooking. The food is almost done. And she said that how many injections did the husband take? She said, I didn't know. I was not present. So looking at those scenarios, you will see that there's no way at different points from page 188 all the way to page 217, Wunmi was never present, was never given a very positive answer that established she was taking care of her husband when she needs to. She spent much time in the kitchen while her is getting medical attention.
What I'm going to say, right?
I might be someone.
Mr. Gregory, can I quickly say something? I want to go down. I came up because of you. Sorry, the Ish. Good afternoon. The Ish. Good afternoon, everybody. Sir, please, can you get the PR to put up a notice on Baba's page that Baba was not involved with the bailing of anybody, not the nurse, not Prime Boy, no spending. Because when I went to check that trolling kingdom, I saw people typing there that it was Baba Mohbad that built the nurse and Prime Boy and all the suspects. Do you understand? You need to put out that on his page, even if it's just a write-up to this as a disclaimer.
Don't stress yourself on some things. And see, don't stress yourself on some things. Iru, as in, no. Why will Baba post, I don't bail anybody? And so any evidence, if Baba bail. Until John, and so any evidence, if Baba bail, they should bring the evidence out. Public no bail, and public will let you, but wash evidence, everything should go front and back, everything should lie. There are some things we don't waste our precious time on. And if you have nothing to hide, there are some things you don't tackle. You look.
Yes, I agree with you. The issue of it was Baba that called the police station that the nurse should be released.
No, please. The more you are trying to defend some things, the more people will think that you have something you are hiding. What you are saying is far from the truth, but it's too far. So we have many things we need to publish, many things we need to talk about. I did not bail anybody. One shield. Talk about evidence come over. We don't waste our time on some things like that. And when we're distracted, there are some things we don't even bother ourselves on.
With you. And then I also want us to know that bringing out the nurse or posting out on that page is just to distract us and to take, because of this Berekete pressure, they want to bring that in now so that we can start discussing it. I don't think we should pay attention to it. And then the last thing I want to say is that Mr. Goretti should please remind Baba to mention about the fact that the nurse has not been presented at all. So that also, they need to focus on it. If Berekete needs to call out the nurse, if she needs to be invited or whatever, so that
thank you very much. And
that voice is not on
it's another good day.
My name is Yet Babe One. I changed my name to Azuplex.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah.
Mr. Greg,
it's another interesting day today, and but
Mr. Greg, when I you don't break the table leg.
Which table?
This table don't get leg again.
Which table?
Continue, sir. No problem, sir.
Now, builder, they give you fake news, Gabi. Make it
for break it, you don't break table leg.
Like, all about to break it. No video.
No be really give the chief taxi title. Chief taxi title without Shinap. But any which way, today is another step forward in this noble family and in our great movement. Despite the fact that I have to be very careful of what I say at this point in time, but we cannot but have a brief discussion and clear understanding about what are you involved. Well, I'm only doing what I can do. Another person could do it better. But because I'm opportune, that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. There is nothing special. There is nothing too important. I'm just doing my own. And as a human, you can be tomorrow, they call on me, I say, I'm not chance, I'm not doing, I'm not this, I'm not that. I am human. But as it is today, just because of certain things, give me the privilege and the opportunity. So no unnecessary attachment or importance. Even despite Berekete acknowledging the fact that my presence with Baba Mohbad, not anybody calling him or not anybody telling him that it's time to call Baba Berekete, not anybody coming to sit down or to do anything with him. And that until they come out to say the truth, that, well, we have been telling you, we have been deceiving you, I will not stop talking. on that particular thing, that nobody facilitated anything. And let me correct this. Because I overheard someone say, hey, you can see Berekete said I was the one that called Baba Mohbad. It was Berekete even before the arrival, even before Baba Mohbad got to Berekete at the first place. Berekete was the first person that referred to the matter on one of his programs, if anyone can remember. Even before it was taken to anywhere, Berekete heard of what happened and he discussed it and said if they need to come, they should come. It was even at that first at the first presentation talking against Mohbad because of what he saw on social media. This man killed the pastor. He was blasting Baba Mohbad. So he was the first person that said, okay, if you have anything to say, the studio is open for you. You are free to come. So saying or trying to say Berekete was the one when Baba Mohbad, people should not just mix up their foolishness with ignorance. They should try and separate their ignorance from their if they mix it together, they get confused. And if you are in that situation to recover back, might take well, I won't say the grace of God will not be able, but at least the powerful hand of God will be the one that will work wonders, which can restore that person. So people should just try to be mindful of whatever they say when they are trying to analyze or trying to address or when trying to show self-aggrandizement over a matter they know nothing about. Well, having said that, I thank you, my dear sister, for saying Baba should write something, and I thank you, yes, Anime, for the good response, which very intelligent response that you give. And I want to beg of you that we should try what you just said now. We should try and reflect it on everything we do or every action we take. Not everything we must respond to. Some responses attract further attention or could even drag you into a matter you are not involved in. We should please, even in our own, when they say you did something, it's better to ignore them than to now be debunking what you know and what is obvious to a lot of people that you never did. So for Baba Mohbad saying the right, one, is trying to, they are suspects. They have not been convicted. What if at the end of the day, nothing was found against one or none of them? It will not be that this man denied us when we needed him. It is better for Baba to stay neutral as he has been. I am not associated to them and I am not even against them. I am where I am as a father for everyone until I see or until I get what I want. So yes, and amen. I appreciate you for that. And my sister, thank you for the understanding and appreciate your emotion in this case that we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do this. It's not everything we must do. It is our own is let's focus on justice. There are so many things anybody can bring up that is distraction. I keep telling people, anybody that wants to do anything can go ahead and do it. I will never stop anybody from doing anything. But what I am focused on is what my Mohbad and who killed him. Those are the things I want to know. And that is what, if you like, you have me from Genesis to Revelation. You have me from beginning of the year to the end of the year. My own is, those insults you are throwing at me, is it what killed Mohbad? No. Does it have any effect on the death of Mohbad? No. Then let me just stay focused on what killed Mohbad. That is who I am. I am focused and I can do anything just to make sure that I get to the root of the matter within the ambit of the law. Within the ambit of the law. A lot have been said. We have read a lot. Thank you, Bossman, Thank you, BioBillions. Thank you, Dr. Ish. Thank you, Mommy God's love. God always love everyone. Vegetable Island. Thank you, Adama. Appreciate. Various contributions that have been very, very fruitful. Let me say this on CY before I talk on the nurse. You see, calling somebody back, we should not mix one thing. That corona is different from trial court. Corona is just to establish a fact and recommend. There is no judgment in corona court. There is no punishment in corona inquest. There is nothing in corona inquest. It's just a fact finding. Okay, bring the fact. Let us know the fact you can bring on board and do recommend those who might be going for trial. Well, if someone had been questioned first time, it would please our heart to, when we have more findings or more evidences, for the person to come and answer to the question. But it might not be necessary. It might not be necessary because the bottom line why Corona Inquest was set up is just to recommend those who will go on trial. And thank you, Mr. Bayo, for what you have highlighted. From the little things you have read, I don't think anyone can write to say CY should not be present in the trial court. If he's going to clear himself, if she's going to clear herself, let it be trial court because she's involved in so many ways. Is it the fight on the way or in the house? Is it the way he has treated the people around, or the way she has treated her own acclaimed husband, or the action and reactions after the death of Mohbad? A lot of implicating facts have been placed on the table. So trying to bring him back, is it to put the name again on trial over trial, trial upon trial? What I am waiting for is to see the recommendation of the magistrate, of the coroner magistrate. Either those that have been written, we have the CTC. Anybody can pick up the CTC and read. I can even use it to challenge the magistrate if I'm so pleased to do. If I'm pleased to do, I can do it. Because I will say that on this clause, this person is even more culpable than any of those you are challenging. So it is what we can do. It is what I am waiting for. If the judge is saying, well, the person has appeared and there is no need for the person appearing again, well, if you have gotten your fact, our one is just make a recommendation. Let us wait on your recommendation. Let us wait on your recommendation. So if the judge is not, let us see, because a lot of names, some names were submitted to him. To him, because even a man and a woman, once they become a judge, it is he, my lord. So the magistrate judge has said, well, since the person was here and we have heard what we wanted to hear, so no, we don't think anything. If you have any other question you want to ask, come and ask here now, so that we will know, because that's what the judge said that day, that if you have any further question or any new questions you want to ask, bring it to the court, come and ask. And if those questions warrant us recalling that person, then we'll help you to recall the person. So if the need be, probably let's wait for the next inquest when the lawyers will meet and all the legal team, all those involved will meet and discuss on it. So we're still online, we're still on track, and we're still very much in focus to get this justice, which is nearer than even ever before. It's nearer than ever before. Our own is that let us keep our eyes open, let us be watchful, and let us be vigilant. Know that none of those suspects escaped the borders of this country. Either the way Umaru Diko was brought into Nigeria, or the way Alamesia escaped to the UK, or the way any manner, we should keep our eyes open on every one of them. And those our surveillance that are keeping a close watch on them, we should encourage them to be more diligent and give us any updates should in case there is any suspicion of escape. So we should be focused on that. By His grace, we will get the justice.
Before you round up, sir, there's something I want to call our attention.
I'm still going to talk on the notes, but let me listen to you, ma.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Actually, this Ade West and Sanusi of a thing. I'm thinking that those two people too need to go to Corona inquest. Firstly, they need to talk about their friendship with Mohbad, how they got to know that Mohbad has spine, who approved them, who authorized them to carry Mohbad and started shouting Mohbad is dead of a thing. As in all those things, they need to go to Corona inquest to say their own side of the story too. Because
do you know their real name so that we can furnish the legal team?
I think the public need to work on that. So, Shatigbo, let's try to find out the real name of Ade West and Sanusi. Sanusi, we know that is a name.
No, Ade West is the same as Sanusi. Kemi Oluwayo gave him that name that is Sanusi. So he's the same person.
So that we can communicate it to the legal team.
We need the one with dreadlock.
That boy with dreadlock. Ade West. He is a practiced footballer.
The one with dreadlock. Ada, please hold on. The one with dreadlock and the other one that looks like Prime Boy. We need their names.
That one that looks like Prime Boy is his name now, we don't know. But I think Adura is also in that car.
Adura is in that car, yes.
So if they call Ade West and call Adura, the other person they will produce him. Make the handle Ade West first. Then we know his name, Ade West. He's a footballer. He plays football like this, not that much.
If we can forward the video to the legal team and tell them these people, can you facilitate their...
That other guy will look like Prime Boy is OG. His name is OG. That one will look like Prime. That ugly one where they shout, Mohbad is dead. Oh, Mohbad is OG.
Prime Boy is finer than that pigo. Hello?
Please, do you remember that in the CTC, when the wife said they were going to the hospital, he said that when they put him on the bike, when they put the husband on the bike, he said somebody sat with, is it not the OG that sat with the Mohbad on the bike? When they moved his body from the car to the bike, he said OG sat down. So I don't know why. You understand? OG was the one that was sitting down on the bike with Mohbad to the police station, to the hospital.
As they said, though, as if Mohbad was taken on bike.
Exactly.
Yes, as she said.
That's what I want to say. That as if that was true.
You understand? So that OG needs to come and tell us how it is possible for him to put Mohbad on the bike by himself when his body is cold already. So we need that OG. What is it? That OG, that guy, that ugly one. We need to come and tell us.
Because we saw Ade West up and down, even during the burial, when they were writing condolence stuff, we could see Ade West.
Anyway, I think let's forward the video to the legal team. Whatever they need, we'll supply them information. All what we are interested is who and how was Mohbad killed.
Okay, please, so general public, if you have the video, I will start searching for it. Send it to Bayo Beyonce.
Don't worry, I have it. Don't worry.
God bless you, brother. God bless you.
Again.
Even in the burial ground, Ade West was also there. When they were putting Mohbad in the grave, Ade West was there, standing, watching people as if he's a spy.
Was he not the one that passed that object?
That object where they put inside Ade West, they fine.
Okay.
That boy will come past Ade West. Those boys, they need to call them, let them tell us where did they take Mohbad and who told them that Mohbad is dead when they were shouting, Mohbad is dead, oh, Mohbad, with his big mouth like pig.
I have that video.
Today I say
Okay,
I
Bayo,
repent, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, you do the needful, but let's continue. And on the nurse, you see, my own personal opinion on the nurse is that well, we have made a recommendation. The legal team from the last inquest that I saw, which was approved, the nurse has been told to appear. The nurse has been told to appear, but we're waiting for the CTC to read properly and know the content or the proper disposition of the judge towards the ruling. As in, he made the ruling, but you know, when they are making rulings, not every ruling you pick from their verb.
You have to read to understand it sometimes.
Yeah, you have to read through to understand everything they really meant. Not that it's not for you to now be circumguessing or to think you've read it all. So on the nurse per se, the nurse will definitely appear, but either appearance or no appearance, she will appear. I know the nurse will definitely face trial because being a quack nurse, uncertified nurse, unprofessional nurse, and you attended to a patient, and eventually the patient, either you or not you, for you to have had a hand or to have contributed anything, it's just like a game of football.
It is even against it is a criminal offense to attend to somebody in an unclinical condition.
It's like in a game of football. When you are playing ball and you are trying to either mark or run alongside your opponent. If your opponent is going down and your hand lay on the opponent, it's a foul against you. Sorry. Either you are the one that pull him down or not. For your hand to be on your opponent while going down, you are going to be penalized. So for the nurse to have administered, even if it's ordinary water, to have accepted to have administered ordinary water on somebody without any certification, any certificate or being certified by any professional body to do that. And you did it eventually. So the nurse will definitely, I know she and her lawyer will be preparing their defense. There's no way the nurse will not come to trial court to give her own evidence and probably to lessen her penalty. Because it's criminal, as we all know, and according to what Mr. Bayo agreed with me. So there is no way the nurse will not appear. There is no need for us to be. You see, God is working His wonders for us. We don't need to be panicked. We don't need to stress ourselves. We can just. Our own is, let us put up the spirit of monitoring spirit. Let us keep monitoring so that if the devil want to come and change us, we can go shout on him. So the monitoring spirit,
that is our work. We should be monitoring.
monitoring spirit, because God is fighting our battle. God is fighting our battle, and everything is like a game of draft. Once the tollers or the ties, so it's just God. So let's keep encouraging ourselves, let's keep addressing ourselves, and let's keep speaking good words to ourselves. So, and today, you see, I am not confused. All I know is that Because yesterday, as someone has said, don't saw the Babarani side the one. Brekete said he was going to provide the pathologists, he was going to help us with the pathologists that Baba should not beg anybody for money. And today he reiterated that word in another dimension. And this is a man who is doing over 100 cases at a time. He knew he promised that he was going to foot the bill. And I'm sure we all heard when he said, don't worry, I told him, we've not gotten the CTC or the document to move ahead. He said, once you show me and you see, I will release the money to go and do the pathology. People are saying, Shebi promised pathologists yesterday. And you know what, all those confused scientists. That he promised to do this yesterday and he's changing. Look, even if he's hiring a pathologist, is it not money that he will give? It's money that he will give. Nobody is interested in taking money. We will do his own. And if Aloba wishes, and if Aloba family want, and if the public really want as well, anybody, we can all do it differently, either home or abroad. It's for the result. Even we can have it from various quarters. As long as we are taking same samples to different labs of your own choice. So when results will be coming, we'll then be comparing results. Okay, is there any match? Okay, let's put it in between the one we were supplied earlier by the state government. So we'll be able to. There is no crime in having multiple results, as long as it's the same specimen, the same sample. So for us dragging issue unnecessarily, to me, is like a waste of time and out of point. So let's just keep our hope alive. Let's be rest assured that God is in the race. Is running our race, is fighting our battle, and whoever that want to challenge God should be the one to say on your mark to him and let them start the race. So be as it may, but he has assured Baba Mohbad that tomorrow will be dedicated for Mohbad. He's going to put calls to different people, to different persons, and please, if there is anything you think Baba should say, if there's anything you think Baba should say, if there's anything you think Brekete should hear about, I ask him here. Probably maybe I don't know if Mr. Ish can organize or anyone can organize a WhatsApp group call. Let's highlight it and bring it on board. That okay, on this, please remind him on this, because he's going to give Baba Mohbad like 2-3 hours tomorrow. He said even if it's 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, that he's good to go. So maybe he's going to put a comma to it tomorrow, because I know he's not putting a closure to it yet. So we should all I think people should have a discussion and let's come up with those things that you need Brekete to hear. Then we can put it on paper or bring it on. Then we can forge ahead. In our collectiveness and our cooperation, we are winning. We are going to win this battle. If every one of us is not involved, it will be difficult. It's like we want to carry a table. We want to carry a table. If we are 50 carrying a table, it will be as if we are carrying paper. Because we are going to apply little force. If we are 25, the force will increase. If we are 10, the force will increase. If we are 5, it will increase so much. And if we are 2, it's going to be very, very difficult and hard. So let us bring all hands together so that this load that we want to carry will be like a feather and it will be weightless. So I welcome everybody and I greet everybody. I salute you all. Please, let's continue in our tete a tete and our jojo ajo, so that we can have at the end of the day merry all together. Thank you very much and God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Grexy. I really appreciate you. Before I will go and, I think Adama wants to ask you a question, and maybe yes, Anime. But before I will go, I appreciate the suggestion of this. Maybe if anybody has anything they want Baba to say, maybe tomorrow. I appreciate it, but that will not be, that idea will not be executed to create a group and have a discussion on this. But what I would suggest is if anybody has anything to say, maybe you can drop in my DM, Mr. Grex's DM. Honorable
God bless you.
Yes, thank you so much, yes, Anime. And Mr. Laide's DM, I believe he's going to get to the appropriate quarters. Just if you have an idea, someone messaged me some couple of days ago. The person said, okay, if Baba wants to talk, Baba should highlight everything. That's a good idea. I said you should highlight everything so that you will not miss anything out of the listing. So also, if you have maybe you want to remind him of something, there are so many things that will be coming to his mind. Just DM me, DM Mr. Olaide, DM Barrister Olaide, DM Mr. Grexy, DM Honorable York, and it will get to the appropriate quarters. Thank you so much. Lady Adama, I think you want to ask Mr. Grexy a question.
It's not a question. It's a suggestion.
You want to drag Mr. Grexy?
It's the point that see you now. It's the point now. Mr. Grexy.
No drag me to your room.
I'm not the drag you. If not you they married already. If not be say when it comes to man, I did greedy that part. I suppose don't say I go be your second wife, man, no go be your second wife. Because now this thing where you do now, they give us joy, everything. Today you break another table and that one comes sweet my belly. It sweet my belly where that table where you broke today. But the table still get one little leg like this and that leg supposed break again. Tomorrow, if probably Brekete ask for those audios, make una play the audios where they insult them in the Brekete. Once the audio they play like this, make you just do your mouth more. If Brekete say I see you, they do your mouth more. You want to say something, make you just tell and say, the funniest part is that these people that are talking, they are even above 50. Make their age and everything all international. Their face, their rudeness, their age, everything come international. So people will not say, not be even little children, they behave like this. All.
Oh my God, Adama, you don't keep us. Oh my goodness, I knew
people know say, sorry, I get the call. No people know say all Karashikas and now this time, hey, Buraxi.
Yes.
Make people know so that their age and everything, people go know say this one's now all Karashikas and all cargos that then they behave like.
You and this your Kalashika every time. People like say you do the watch.
Oh my goodness.
Kalashika again.
Oh my goodness. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I want to appreciate everybody. It's been more than 7 hours here. And most importantly, let me appreciate the Bossman for highlighting some of the most important things that we need to pay attention to. Thank you as well, Flix. Everybody, I want to say a big thank you to you. It's been an amazing week for us, a very busy week for many of us.
You won't call me to talk. Yeah.
No, ma. No, we are not closing here.
I just look at you.
We are not closing here.
3 hours. You keep
I am calling. I am calling.
Ah, okay.
Hi.
Yes,
I started talk like
yes, thank you.
Rexy don't go self.
If not, Senator for pay plenty money to
Oh yeah, mommy, go ahead, ma. Go ahead, ma.
Public Rexy, thank you. You don't come but you hear that, thank you.
Yes.
The Bossman, thank you for your analysis since. And thank you, everybody. Yes, Aneme and the rest of people. Bayo Billions. Yesterday, I was asking of Bayo on one platform. I said, I've not been seeing him. But today, I saw him. I said, okay, came back. All right. So, everything that everybody has been saying since morning, what do I want to say, Steph? I just want to come and pull ordinary status leg. You know me, I don't always come and say anything, though. Before they will say petition, I don't want to be petitioned. I don't want to receive letter. I'm just happy because Baba Aloba is happy. And I'm happy because we are moving forward. The table have turned. Some people are crying. We are happy. We have everybody have eye hope now. It's unlike before that we are saying, what will they do? How are we going to? But ever since we came out of the last corona inquest, we have been so happy that at least for once we are giving something to work on, and for our almighty Berekete, me, I will call him like that because he was the one that put hand in this case, and the seat of power and wants to shake a little bit. So I thank him, I thank everybody, I thank myself, I thank Almighty God that is keeping me alive and giving me strength to come here and talk. Baba, don't forget anything. Say all that you have been saying, and the Lord will give your strength, Baba Mohbad. Public Rexy, some people don't want to see you beside Baba. They want to bully you out of it. And I remember last time, when people are bullying you, I said on this platform that Mr. Guresi, I don't know who I will use to replace you. But don't, and I remember I typed under your I comment under your post that you go nowhere, Guresi, and you reply me that you have made your mind to stand by Baba, and I thank you. We are all human. We can say what we don't want to say, and we can make mistakes. The only thing is we forgive and keep going. That doesn't mean Guresi is this, da. And then where is Team Lagata, the 10 million naira, or my share of the 10 million naira? Don't forget you have a lot of people that want to spend out of that 10 million.
The 10 million naira gang, can you mommy?
Yeah. Very soon, I'm at 10 billion gang go. I want to call it 30 billion gang. I get 10 million gang. I want not much change here for money. Oh my God. It's so like sometimes you don't just know where all this are coming from, like the distraction is to come, and we don't know how we overcame and they come back and then be stronger again and continue the fight. And it's not just possible that we are going to be like that, and some people will not come and be, giving us kids that will make us laugh, and then come in, and we are just going to be like that for a whole lot of 10 months. So now, we know people that want to be a leader, and we know people that actually they are a leader.
We know people that they want to force themselves on Baba. We know people that call Baba and record Baba. We know all that. But one thing is that Baba is consistent. And the Lord.
Mommy, you are being mute, ma.
God has shown Baba mercy. Yeah. Someone is calling me and I don't want to pick that call. I want to finish what I'm saying. I say God has shown Baba mercy, and the mercy of God will be upon every one of us supporting the true justice for Mohbad. Either with him, those people seeking the true justice as Team Baba Mohbad or Team something or Team that.
Mommy. So now see what niye.
No, see what niye. No, see what
Africa television and share.
Mohbad lọ sọ́run nìyẹn.
I think I will start again now.
This
is 2 hours, guys. Please help me click like, but I want to start again because in stock is finished.
Yes, that's what someone just showed
so
to
let's
us
go
now.
to the areas.
I think she just went. Undisputed Diamond just went